Let's imagine that you need to connect a webcam or even a SSD or any other kind of storage or any other USB device up to 100 meters or 330 feet away from your computer, which just went to sleep right now. This is just a great timing. Now, what I've got here is exactly a solution for that particular issue. I will be able to connect a webcam or any other device up to 100 meters away, and all I need just these two units. My name is Roberto George, welcome back to the OREI YouTube channel, and although this is a plug-and-play solution, let's check it out. Now with the setup example for the USB extender, which will allow USB 3.2 signal, and it's also compatible with devices with USB 2.0 or even USB 1.1. Now we can have a distance between these two, the sender and the receiver, up to 100 meters or 330 feet away through a single Cat6 or Cat7 cable. And in terms of the setup, what we have connected to this sender here, which will be the unit near to our computer, is a USB cable that is connected directly to the computer, so it's getting the USB 3.2 signal or compatible with other formats that we have seen, and it has also the Ethernet cable, Cat6 or Cat7, which at this moment has about 30 meters of cable, but we can reach up to 100 meters, and it will be connecting to the other unit. This unit here, the sender, is powered on, so I will not need power on that one because it will send the power through the Ethernet cable. It's simple as this. And then on the other end, what I do have is the Ethernet cable that comes from the sender, and it's connected to the receiver here. So this means that at this moment I've got a web camera and I also have a SSD. So if I disconnect this cable, I will lose signal over the Ethernet cable, which we will try in just a few moments. Now we have 4 USB ports right over here. 2 of them also will be able to charge at 1.5 amps and the other 2 will charge at 1 amp. So if we want to charge a device, we can do it without any issues whatsoever. Now, before we start the testings of the SSD and also the webcam, which I can bring it right over here, and as you can see, we've got 4K AI webcam right over here, and we are recording at the same time. Now, if I disconnect this Ethernet cable here, this will allow us to, and it's difficult to remove the cable, it will completely shut off, so we will no longer have the link and USB, and the hard drive or the SSD that was there just disappears. Now let's connect it back on, and we will see that it has power, it has USB, and in a few moments we will have the link right over here. Now at this moment it's already connected. I still don't see the link, but everything it's working just fine. We have a link right over there, and then in a few moments we will be back. Once again, we have the camera back on working, and if we take a look at the SSD, is working right over there as well. So I can open it up, and if I open the folder, if I drag a file right over here to my desktop, it will copy and it will pass speeds up to 5 gigabit, which is great if we want long distance and if by any reason I need to have a hard drive that I need some data. At the same time, we have a camera right over here, so I can be here, and if I live near the beach, I can just put the camera near the beach and then we will have a cam beach live. So there are multiple case scenarios, and just so that we can check out the connection on other way, if I disconnect the SSD from this unit here, which is the receiver, we will see that it will disappear from there, and if I connect it once again, it will then appear. So simple as this. I just need to connect 2 cables right over here, 1 cable on this end, and as we could see, the power cable is not connected here, which is awesome, but the option is to connect either on the sender or either on the receiver. We can connect on the way that we prefer, depending on where we have power. And now I can have my computer here and my webcam 100 meters away, along with probably a noisy hard drive, which is not the case. In a commercial environment, you can have the receiver unit located in a server rack or a server room where you can have your peripherals such as your SSD, your hard drive, your NAS server, etc., which you can control in your office or primary location connected to the transmitter unit. So it's as simple as this, just plug and play as I mentioned. Now inside the package we will find the two units, one sender and one receiver, and also a single power adapter as we only need one. There's also some mounting here just in case we want to put it on a rack. Now on the sender unit there is a USB-B port, that is where we will be connecting to our computer, and there's also the Ethernet connection to connect to the receiver and the power input. On the receiver unit there's the Ethernet port that we will connect to the cable that comes from the sender, and there are 4 USB type A ports where we will be connecting our devices. In this example today we used a web camera, an SSD, and also charged a phone, but there are many other peripherals that we can use on this setup. But if we are near the beach and we need a beach cam, for example, then this is the perfect setup. I just need to run this second unit 100 meters away and we will have a beach cam or any other device that we can monitor and do a lot, including storage. Hopefully you've enjoyed this solution to extend USB devices up to 100 meters or 330 feet away. If that was the case, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. If you still haven't subscribed, please consider doing it so that we can keep on sharing news and tips such as this. My name is Roberto George, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.